All right, guys, listen, I'm going to start this off a little different. There's a disclaimer today, okay? Because this is the wee hours of the night, bags under the eyes. This is Saturday night slash Sunday morning, getting ready for the Vegas road trip, all right? But disclaimer, honestly, I had a big family function. I won't go into detail about that, but everybody's handing me tequila and whiskey and vino and whatever, everything you could think of. And I shot it all down because I wanted to have this episode. I wanted to be sharp and bright as possible for you guys. So here we go. Disclaimer, I may not be good. It's the middle of the night, but I sacrificed to be good and get this content out because I know we're all thirsty. We are playing for a trophy. We're playing our arch rival. We're playing against Mexico. It's the dream showdown all over again. Let's go. I will not waste time on Qatar, okay? It was another dismal performance, to say the least. Again, I think our superior fitness mid-season form took over. It's clear as day. Oh, great tactical adjustments, great substitutions. Fine. If you guys want to take that narrative, great. I'm not going to waste time on it because we got the important W. That's it. No more wasting time on Qatar. I'll throw the little nuggets here throughout the episode. Okay? Let's talk about the incredible summer that the USMNT has had and potentially can, put the cherry on top with a win tomorrow night in Vegas. Huge summer in the sense, guys, in my opinion, that Greg and his staff have got this team and this whole player pool believing. They have them fighting, scrapping, bleeding for the cause. They've built a culture of work rate, and no one's going to outwork us. If they're going to beat us, they have to be superior, but no one's going to outwork us. And it's good, it's fine and dandy, but that should be non-negotiable. I've always talked about it, coaching hat on, with all my teams. When they show up to training, when they show up for games, the work is non-negotiable, okay? The level of focus you have to have and dedicate yourself to your craft is non-negotiable. So these things are great, but come on, let's settle down. These things should always be the case, but I'm glad that the staff has built this culture and everybody's bought in, from the top team that played in the Nations League and our European-based group. You can see the fight, the determination they had to turn this result around when we went down late against Mexico, to this team that has been literally grinding their way all the way to the final with shutouts, with Turner man of the match performances, with the defenders man of the match grinding, and very little offensively. All right, so huge kudos. And listen, who's in charge? Who should get the kudos? Greg Berhalter, okay? He should get props for this. Listen, let me give you some more props for Greg Berhalter. Press conference today, all right? This guy went full Mourinho, all right? Straight up. Opened the press conference. I want a hard play final. I want both teams to be physical, all good. But starting to condition the ref already, okay? Starting to get the spotlight out and make sure that this does not happen. What? The choking business, the hands on your neck business. And listen, great. He's not making things up. These are facts. But I've never seen that from Greg. I've never seen that. That's usually frowned upon here domestically. They don't go and set those narratives and condition the refs. So the fact that he did that, great for Greg. The fact that Greg showed fire the other day when they scored against Qatar, who knows what was going on there, got in the fourth official's face and celebrated his face and pointed at his face. Unbelievable. These are things that are frowned upon in our federation, in our ecosystem. That's unacceptable behavior. The U.S. Soccer Coaching School is you need to be an altar boy and be quiet on the bench and watch the game and take your little notes and then go and politely talk to your team at halftime. That's the school that they want here. So Greg breaking that mold little by little, incredible to me. The fact that he went and apologized at press conference, back to soft mentality, but it is what it is. We can't have it all right away. Greg has been responsible for the incredible summer. We're on the verge of 2 titles and building the mentality, the fight, the grit, the scrap, that should always be non-negotiable, okay? Props to the group. Hopefully we get over that last hurdle tomorrow. We'll see. Next part of my thing. We've had a horrific summer. I know, guys. I always take you on the roller coaster, highs and lows. Horrific summer for our USMNT. How, Brian? What are you talking about? Well, implementing our playing style, our identity, the thing that we've always been sold, that we're going to be a team on the front foot, we're going to boss you, we're going to pin you back, we're going to break lines, we're going to penetrate, all this great stuff, score goals, be entertaining. No, we have not been entertaining. I'm not talking about just the Gold Cup group. I'm talking about the Nations League, prior to the Nations League, European friendlies. We've been shocking, and I've covered it all, okay? We couldn't create against Wales. We couldn't do anything against the Swiss. We couldn't do anything to any opponent non-CONCACAF. And now even within our own region, if you flash back to those games, we were not impressive. We never pinned a team back. We never controlled the game. We never bossed it. We never looked like this team that's showing progress. We have not. That is just a fact, guys. This is not me fabricating it. I wanted to see all these things. We've all wanted to see all these things. And there really has been zero progress. Progress has been lifting trophies, but in terms of playing styles, game principles, none of that has been on display. That is just a reality, okay? So in that sense, it's been a horrific summer. Talk about all of it you want. We could have, should have, would have had the whole group together all through the Gold Cup. I don't know if it was possible. I don't know if the European clubs would have wanted it or didn't want it. But heck, Mexico went and negotiated. Not with 20 clubs, not for 20 players, but for some of their core guys that were available. They got their permission slip signed and they're here. And they've been working with Tata all summer long, okay? So horrific summer, guys, in terms of not instilling our identity. That is just a fact. Oh, bear with me here, okay? Let's just talk about the Mexico-USA. The narrative that I have not seen once utilized is something that I've been utilizing, and people are like, oh, Brian, you're just hating and making excuses or supporting Mexico. No, we are in mid-season form. The base of this group, minus Shaq Moore, minus Reggie Cannon, minus Matthew Hoppe, the base of this group is 15 games into their MLS season. I think the majority of the players have played in those 15 games. They have mid-season match fitness, and that is a reality, and it was on full display against Qatar. It was on full display against Jamaica. So guys, the last 15-20 minutes, our guys are just flying. And yeah, okay, we made subs and fresh legs, but okay, we're bringing on subs that are mid-season form compared to our peers. Mexico, for example, Liga MX just started this weekend, and the European-based players have been on vacay. Yes, they play the Nations League, and then they chilled for a week or two, and then they came back in concentration for this Gold Cup. They are not in mid-season form. That is a fact. So this levels the playing field 1,000,000%, okay? Anybody that's in the game understands this. And listen, if it was a 70-30 in favor of Mexico based on roster talent, well, now it's a 60-40 or a 55-45. This has really leveled the playing field. And if we can get into the later stages of the game and be on level par, 1-1, 0-0 with Mexico, we give ourselves a chance of winning this game. That is a fact. Spotlight it. I wish that narrative was out there, because when it's club football and it's the MLS teams against the Liga MX teams and they wipe the floor with us year in, year out, every single year, the calendar is always to blame. We're in preseason, they're in midseason. Well, now the opposite is true, okay? So spotlight that. It's a big plus for our USMNT tomorrow. Next topic I want to address. My good friend says, oh, the alphabet. I'm tired of hearing the alphabet. This is our C team. This is our B team. This is our Z team. This is our X team. Listen, guys, this is the team that was selected. This is the team that was selected, and it was very clear it was going to be an MLS-based team to look at some of these guys in the player pool, to let the European guys rest and have vacation and be in their team's preseason. That's a decision we made consciously, okay? And then we're talking about it's Mexico's A team. Oh, we're such underdogs. Oh, we have nothing to lose. Oh, we're in Vegas now, guys. Oh, that narrative. Oh, whatever gambling narrative they're using. Oh, we're using house money. What? Okay, Mexico's A team, excuse me? Listen, for the casual fan, they might buy into that. For the real people that follow football day in and day out, let's just be real. Mexico's A team, yeah? I think Mexico's A team includes Raul Jimenez, who is not here, who is at Wolves, who's finally playing again. I think scored a goal right now in preseason. Mexico's A team has Chucky Lozano, who is not here, was here, played 7 minutes in this Gold Cup, and is not here. That's their Christian Pulisic. So they don't have Raul or Chucky, two starters, non-negotiable starters in the front line. They don't have Diego Lainez, who's at the Olympic team competing for the gold medal and trying to get themselves a gold medal. They don't have Cordoba, the up-and-coming midfielder. They don't have Charlie Rodriguez, the starting central midfielder. They don't have Andres Guardado, a key veteran piece in there. They don't have the two center backs, Montes, I always lose the other guy, and Vasquez. They don't have the left back from Genk, Arteaga. They don't have Guillermo Ochoa. And I could go on and on and on and on, guys. Who did I miss here? I got them all. They don't have Antuna and Alvarado, the Cruz Azul and Chivas guy. both over in Japan trying to win themselves a gold medal. And we can go on to JJ Macia, who's at Getafe. They are missing at least a dozen players from their top team. If Mexico had to pick 23 and go to the World Cup tomorrow, they're missing a dozen guys. So this is nowhere near being their A team. I would say they're missing 5 to 6 starters. So let's slow things down, pump the brakes. This is not their top team. It is a very veteran group. It is half their top team. But guys, let's not create this false narrative. I don't understand this. ESPN, Fuera de Juego, the new thing with Hercules Gomez, FS1, Taylor Twellman and crew. The big narratives should be spilling these things out, but nobody says these things, okay? We're just building excuses, trying to pump the brakes to see what happens tomorrow. The fact is, A, C, B, T, Z, F, G, it doesn't matter. Tomorrow it's USA versus Mexico. It's 90 minutes in Vegas. The ball is round, and yes, it is going to be war, okay? Let's get to a couple of keys, in my opinion, keys of the game, okay? In this Gold Cup, because they are not in form, Mexico's back line has been shocking. Has been shocking in transition, has just been shocking in defensive duels. I mean, how bad has Gallardo been losing duels left and right? How bad has Chaka been on the right channel losing duels left and right? The center backs look like snails. So it is wide open for us. I think we can hurt them in transition, at least with pace. I mean, we don't have a good collective. We don't have creative players. I don't know how we're going to get the ball into these situations to hurt them, but they can be hurt, as you've seen against Canada, as you've seen in some of the games against El Salvador. This team, because they are not in peak form physically, they are really, really struggling, especially that back line. That is our golden hope. Can we exploit how terrible they have been throughout this tournament? Remains to be seen tomorrow if we can build any offense. But if we can hurt this team and we can score goals and create chances tomorrow. Who will bust the midfield, okay? The reality is, and I'll go over the lineup later, it's probably going to be Kellen at the 6. It's probably going to be Sebi. Those two are lock starters. I think Christian Roldan has to come in for Gianluca Busio. If Busio starts this game, that 55, 45, 60, 40 percentage of us having a chance goes straight down 10 or 15 percentile, okay? Busio has no business at this level going and playing this Gold Cup final, and I hope Greg and his staff say, okay, Busio's done an okay job, we give him some minutes. It has to be Roldan. Not that Roldan is the solution, but he is the other one capacitated to at least scrap and give them a little battle in midfield in this final, okay? So it has to be that way. Otherwise, it's going to be Edson Alvarez, it's going to be Jonah, they are going to just control tempo, and it's going to be really, really bad for the U.S. team going forward with Ache obviously controlling the reins there. Next key to the game, Tecatito. Does he line up on the left? Does he line up on the right? I think he's going to be on the right to match up with Vines, and that is going to be a big mismatch. We are going to need Vines' absolute best. He's not going to be able to get forward. He's going to have to focus specifically on denying Tecatito. He's going to need help from the left winger if that's Hoppy, 2v1s. He's going to need a lot of help from Sebi Leggett, 2v1s. Otherwise, that is a matchup that is going to be a nightmare for us, okay? It is literally get the ball to Tecatito, and he will slice and dice and abuse and make Vines look like what he is. He is still a young boy. I like Vines. I think he's a lot more capacitated in the big picture than our other left back. Okay, I'm a fan. I think if he gets his move to Belgium, he'll continue to develop and grow. But tomorrow in the final in Vegas, he will get skinned. It will be a huge mismatch. It is something to spotlight. I'm sure the staff has done it. I'm sure both staffs are going to look at that matchup, and we need a lot of help from Sebi and from Hoppy defensively in that side. Spotlight that, guys. I guess without taking too much more time, let's go over the U.S. lineup. This is not, oh, Brian, what would you do? This is what it's going to be, okay? If we want to give ourselves a best chance, it's Turner, match winner. My God, the saves he made against Qatar. Under the pipes, he is fantastic. Still think he's got a long way to go if he's going to help us be a world-class keeper in a possession-based system, which we don't have right now. So, yes, everybody that's saying Matt Turner's a starter, fine. Matt Turner could be the starter. Okay, even though I think Stefan is much more capacitated. Right back is going to be Reggie Cannon. I think Cannon comes in to try and at least close it down. If Tecatito is on that sideline, he's better, he's more solid defensively. He's Greg's guy. He's been around so long. I think in the final they're going to go with Reggie Cannon. Shaq has been okay this tournament. He hasn't been incredible like people are trying to say. He hasn't been horrific. I think he's built himself an opportunity to continue being with the group. Center backs has got to be Sands and Miles. Okay, there's no other guys out there. This is just the reality. They're not going to put in the kid from New England. Pines is supposedly hurt, and he's a train wreck, so it's got to be those two guys. Let's stick with the 4-3-3. They're going to be tested tomorrow, okay? El Meji, Funes Mori, Tank. I mean, it's not a world-class 9, but it's going to be the biggest test those two have ever faced in their young careers, especially at the international level. I already told you Sammy Vines will be in the left back. In midfield, I told you what I want to see. It's got to be Kellen, Christian, Roldan, and Sebi. And up top, I mean, pick your poison. Again, DK cannot play tomorrow. If DK plays, we are playing with 10. It is a huge mistake. And we go again from the percentile of 55-45, 60-40. We go down 20%. We're playing with 10. Defensively, he has no clue how to put pressure. He has no idea where to be on the defensive side of the ball. Offensively, he gives you absolutely nothing except for a physical presence in the box. Collectively, he is not built for this group, for this team. I know it's a little excessive, but we cannot play with DK. Jossie has to be the guy. At least Jossie understands where he needs to be on both sides of the ball. He could put these guys under pressure. His in-behind presence is a lot more scary than DK's. It's going to be Jossie, okay? I'd be shocked if DK plays tomorrow. And then on the wings, it's going to be Paul Arriola, the Energizer Bunny 1,000,000%. He'll just buzz around and work and scrap and kick and scream and hopefully grind his way to get to the 75th minute before leaving his spot to somebody else. And on the other side, it'll probably be Matthew Hoppe, who, again, guys, has shown some flashes the other day when he put a left-footed curler into DK's path. Wow, what a play from Hoppe. But not much else in the Qatar game. Starting to show signs of, not being at the international level, and that's okay because he's got a long way to go. We'll see what he looks like tomorrow. I think it's going to be a big, big occasion, and I don't think Hoppe's ready for that level quite yet. Okay, predictions. Please get to the 75th minute level with Mexico. If that happens, we have a chance to win this game and steal this thing. I don't see it happening. I think Mexico is going to come out with the Gold Cup. They built this team with the clear intention. Had they won the Nations League, I don't think they have this roster in place. They built it with the clear intention of winning this thing. All the pressure in the world on the players, on the coach. If they don't win, it is failure. It is a disaster. It is catastrophic for them. They're going to come out on top, barring us out-competing, out-winning the last 15 minutes with our physicality and our superior fitness. All right? I don't want to say it, but the prediction is Mexico lifts the trophy tomorrow. Spotlight which players can shine at this level against this Mexican team. All the other games weren't great tests. Oh, we're being tested. Jamaica, my ass. Okay, Qatar, come on. Qatar was dying after the 70th minute. Yes, they were nice the first 70, but it's not a world power. Jamaica, whoever, Martinique, Haiti, what are we even talking about? Tomorrow, if we can lift this cup, massive dagger, massive blow to Mexico. Let's light those candles. Guys, it's getting, what time? It's probably like 3 in the morning over here. We got to get on the road already. All right? Raider Stadium. Let's see what the environment's like. Let's see what the atmosphere like. It's going to be war. I know our boys are going to be up for it in terms of the physicality, in terms of the desire. But football is a lot more than that. All right. I'm done, guys. This is going to be the penultimate episode of this USMNT series. We will do a wrap-up show after the Gold Cup final. Hopefully, again, guys, with the cup. Let's go, boys. Let's get that W tomorrow, all right? This is all for me. Time to go, Mimis. Peace.